Now, let's talk about Stellar's three different networks. Stellar operates mainnet, testnet, and futurenet. Each of these exists for a different purpose. This is extremely important for developers. You do not build directly on the mainnet. Instead, you first test on testnet and only then deploy to mainnet. You use FutureNet to test features that are not yet on the mainnet. Let's break this down. Let's start with Mainnet, which is the real Stellar network. Mainnet is the production environment, the live blockchain where real money moves. Every transaction on the mainnet has real financial value. That means real payments, real asset issuance, real remittances, and real applications. Mainnet has a very high uptime, strong security, and strict validation. It is used by banks, payment processors, fintech companies, wallet providers, and enterprises. Any application deployed on mainnet must be production grade. There is no room for bugs, no room for mistakes, because every error costs real money. This is why developers test heavily on testnet and then only deploy to mainnet when fully confident. Also, mainnet requires XLM for all transactions. That includes fees, account creation, and network operations. This ensures spam prevention, network stability, and economic security. Now, let's talk about testnet, which is the most important environment for developers. Testnet is a sandbox network that mimics the mainnet, but without real money. This means we can create accounts, send transactions, deploy contracts, break things, experiment without any real financial risk. And this is extremely important. In traditional software, when you write code, if you break something, you just restart the app. But in blockchain, mistakes are permanent. Bugs can destroy money. Errors can cause financial loss. That's why the testnet exists. Testnet gives developers freedom to experiment safely. The key properties of testnet is it's free to use, it's maintained by the Stellar Development Foundation, and it's reset periodically. Let's unpack those. First, free to use. On testnet, you don't need real XLM. Instead, you get test XLM from a service called FriendBot. FriendBot is a faucet that creates accounts, funds them instantly, and allows immediate testing. This means you can start building within minutes. Second, periodic resets. Testnet is regularly reset. This means all accounts are wiped, all transactions are deleted, and the ledger restarts. Why? Because test data grows very fast. Old experiments become useless and the network clutter increases. So resets ensure high performance, clean state, and healthy development environment. So now, why do developers love testnet? Testnet allows feature testing, load testing, bug discovery, contract validation, and integration testing. Every professional Stellar developer lives on the testnet first. Only when everything works perfectly do we move to mainnet. Now, let's talk about the FutureNet, which is where innovation happens. FutureNet is a cutting edge development network used to test upcoming Stellar features. If testnet is a safe playground, then FutureNet is an experimental lab. What makes FutureNet special is it gives developers early access to new protocol features, better functionality, and experimental upgrades. This allows developers to prepare for future changes, test breaking upgrades, and give feedback to the Stellar Development Foundation. So, FutureNet acts as a bridge between research and production. So unlike testnet, the FutureNet resets less predictably. Why? Because it reflects the experimental nature of the network. Feature changes, bugs appear, protocols evolve. So the network gets reset when measure changes occur and adapt dynamically. So why does FutureNet matters? FutureNet allows community-driven innovation, early adopter advantage, and developer influence. Many protocol improvements on Stellar come directly from FutureNet feedback. So as developers, if you want to be on the cutting edge, FutureNet is where you explore.